Well, happy Friday to everyone. I know we got a little bit of a gloomy start to our day today, but I promise things will be looking better outside as we head on into the weekend. I'm obviously going to have those details for you here shortly. Anyways, though, good morning and welcome on into our Valley News Now desk. I'm Alex Larson. I'm here on this Friday morning with your morning recap on what we've covered so far this morning, as well as what's on our plate for the day ahead. Now, remember, we've got this streaming every weekday morning around this time frame on Facebook, YouTube, our website, and of course, your free VNL News app to keep you and your family in the loop. So, starting off, we've been following some breaking news this morning. A structure fire near New York Mills, Minnesota this morning. According to unconfirmed scanner traffic, crews were called around 1:30 this morning to a structure on 570th Avenue. Multiple fire crews from surrounding counties were all called in to fight that blaze. Now, details are still pretty limited right now with what we know so far, but we have sent emails out to officials, so we'll be sure to update you with that information as we continue to learn more. And new for you this morning, speed limit changes along the interstate are back on the table at the North Dakota legislature. House lawmakers reversing their decision yesterday and instead passing a bill that would increase the interstate speed limit from 75 to 80 miles per hour. Now, that also changes other speed limits, and it does provide a study on the driver's license point program. 8 people flipped their vote from the first vote, and this now goes on to the Senate for approval. And as of right now, 2/3 of North Dakota drivers have a real ID. Now, this is all ahead of that May 7th deadline. I know that's been pushed back 5 years since COVID. That deadline's been pushed back, but it's finally coming up. You got 5 days, and May 7th is the deadline. Here's the thing, though, for those 1/3 of drivers, DMV's message for you: if you do not need one right now, hold off on getting it. They are extra busy at the DMV, so you may not even be able to get an appointment right now. We're going to hear from somebody with the DOT right here.
Right now, we are recommending, make sure check when you have to, if you're going to be traveling soon. If you're going to be traveling soon, yes, I would, make sure you make an appointment and come into your office. If you're not planning anything for the next couple months or, well into the late summer or fall, make an appointment later on because right now we are at capacity. I mean, it's a pretty heavy volume, but we expect that to go down considerably after May 7th.
Now, remember that deadline again, that is May 8th, May 7th, excuse me. If you don't have one, check the top right corner of your ID if you don't know if you have one or not. If you've got a gold star, you do have one. If you still need one, we do have a full list of documents that you're going to need for your appointment. That's over on our website. Just click on over to this story. And check this out. So North Dakota's actually got a new state icon. Officials say it's designed to reflect the beauty, strength, and spirit of our great state. Let me pull that up for you here. There we go. Look how pretty that is. They add whether you call the Badlands, rolling hills, or prairies home. Every North Dakotan relates to our stunning sunsets and the promise of a legendary tomorrow they bring. Now, voters did decide on the icon in a contest last month. Pretty cool. We also have that over on our website if you want to check that out again, maybe share it with your friends, whatever you want to do there. And for years, we've been following the case of the 2007 killing of Anita Knutson in Minot. Tonight, Anita's death and the March trial. That's going to be the focus of a special 2-hour Dateline. That special is going to air at 8 p.m. Central Time. That is going to be on KVLY. Now, Fargo police and city crews are expected to start clearing homeless camps this morning. That was set to happen yesterday, the day the no camping ban went into effect, but it was pushed back due to weather. There are signs downtown, though, saying that the camping ban is in place. Anyone in need of service should call 211. And officials say 4 camps along the Red River, those are the ones that are going to be removed today. Those living in those camps, they were all given a 48-hour notice to leave that area. Local leaders, victims, and authorities, these are just some of the people who organizers say helped create the Take It Down Act. That's now a federal law. That bill makes it illegal to knowingly publish or threaten to publish intimate images without a person's consent. Now, that also includes AI generated deep fakes, and the bill also requires websites and social media companies to remove these within 48 hours of notice. Now, it's actually the first bill, interestingly enough, to be passed to address artificial intelligence. There is no current federal law. Now, 1 in 12 adults are actually victims of revenge porn. We're going to hear from Senator Amy Klobuchar here on the passing of this.
Enough is enough. Enough with inaction, enough with the indignity, enough with the inability to seek justice. Nobody's image should be stolen, manipulated, or misused. It's not freedom, it's actually exploitation. It's criminal, and we have made that very clear.
So criminal penalties for that actually starts right now. Perpetrators face 2 years for adult victims, 3 for a child. Now, social media platforms have got a year to come up with a plan on how to remove content before it's required. And across the country yesterday, folks gathered in the latest string of protests against the Trump administrations. Organizers called these the May Day protests. We'll take a look at this. People in our area took over to Veterans Memorial Bridge, sharing how they really feel about the Trump administration. People concerned about housing and fair wages, among a number of other issues. We'll hear from some protesters here.
It's a new disaster every day. We came out here mostly because we were concerned about support for Ukraine and stuff, and that's kind of that's been subsumed under all kinds of things now.
Now, events did take place across our region that included Bismarck and East Grand Forks. And we got an update to a West Fargo garden center who previously announced that they were closing their doors. That's right, Shea West has been battling with the city for over 5 years. And last year they said they had it and they were going to close. Yesterday, though, they told us they're going to remain open. Valley News Team's Anna Ball-Weber, she's been following this story for over a year. She's got an update for us here.
It's been years of ups and downs for the West Fargo Garden Center. They were fighting with the city over things like customer traffic and parking. Almost 1 year after announcing a possible closure, Shea West will remain open. Since 2020, the owner of Shea West has battled West Fargo city commissioners. She advocated for better access and parking to the garden center. It hit a breaking point last year when she was hit with multiple violations.
This place matters to me, and it matters to my family, and I am going to miss it if it has to close.
She previously took to social media, saying they fought until the last breath and the property is up for sale. What she says now was a misunderstanding. Shea West has been and is still open.
I was sort of disappointed that a lot of people said that we were closing out of frustration. I really put my hands up because a lot of the things and decisions that were being made were eliminating and telling us we had a lot of violations. I'm very proud to say still here, still the best.
The Facebook post received over 1,000 reactions. She's here to clear up any confusion about her business.
I'm disappointed that we haven't made much traction, but I'm happy that it's not regressing in the wrong way.
The parking issues still remain, but Jody said she's ready to move forward.
I hope that and pray that we can move past what has been an issue. We're really just trying to get a safe entrance out here. It's very difficult to turn into our property.
She plans to continue to advocate for what she envisions for the lot and for the safety of her customers. Reporting in West Fargo, Anna Ball-Weber, Valley News Live.
So if you want to read more about Shea West's history with the city, as well as their upcoming events, we've got all that posted for you on valleynewslive.com or, of course, our free VNL News app. You're just going to want to click on this story. Over in Northern Cass, they got a new superintendent. Terry Baszler has been the principal at Hillsborough High School, and he replaces Dr. Corey Steiner, who left the district after being named Fargo School Superintendent. Very exciting news there. Congratulations to you, Superintendent Baszler. And Fargo's fire chief is retiring nearly 2 months earlier than planned. City confirms Chief Steve Dirksen will leave on May 16th. Now, Dirksen joined the fire department more than 14 years ago, arriving from Sioux Falls, where he served as a battalion chief. So you're invited to a retirement event for Dirksen. That's with cookies and coffee. It's happening this afternoon at 2. We've got those details posted on our website, valleynewslive.com. And we're actually going to be speaking with city officials on the search for a new superintendent. New fire chief. We're going to bring that story for you tonight on Valley News Live. And congratulations to you, Chief Dirksen. So we do have a beautiful weekend ahead of us. I'm super excited about it, to be honest with you. Weather-wise, yeah, it's going to be pretty nice out there. We're going to hop on over to our website. I'll give you a little bit of a run-through here. All right. So we're going to hop on over to the Valley News Live website. We're going to hop on over to the weather tab. Meteorologist Lisa Green, look at that, moments ago, just updating that for us. We're transitioning out of a wet week Friday to dry but cool conditions. We're going to scroll on down. It looks like Fargo, we're only going to be hopping to 58 today. But check this out when I go on our 3-day, 77 on Sunday. Meteorologist Lisa Green was telling us it's going to be a little windy out there. But I want to hop on over here. We're going to head on over to Grand Forks. You can just type in your zip code here, and it brings you to whatever zip code you're typing in our area. So we're going to scroll down. It looks like in their 3-day, check that out, Sunday, they're possibly hopping up to 81 degrees and sunny. Lots of excitement over in Grand Forks. Might have to take a trip up there. Well, that is about all I've got for you this morning. I know there's a lot going on this weekend. We've got Concordia's graduation. Big congrats to all the graduates out there, and even just folks wanting to get outside. So make sure you're going out, enjoying that nice weather. Now, I'm actually heading on the honor flight on Sunday with Courtney Lockey. I'm super excited for that. You can watch our coverage on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I'm off Wednesday, but I'll be back with your Valley News Now morning recaps again on Thursday. Until then, I'll see you then. I'm Alex Larson. Have a great weekend.